will not guess what I am about to do. I am about to dye my hair again. So, what was this, like 2 years ago? I went pink fuchsia that kind of grew out to a, what was the color she called it? What's that color? I can't think of it. And when I think of it, I will let you know. But it was like a pink gold, a dusty gold, a yellow gold, pink tint. Can't think of the name. When I think of it, I'm going to post that next. But anyway, I am going silver, like a silver fox. So, I really didn't realize how light my ends are. Because what I usually do is every couple months I will dye them with like a dark brown black. And this is actually from when I bleached it in 2020. So I still have lighter ends than the rest of my hair from 2020, which is 3 years ago. So still the bleach hasn't grown out quite. But what I did was, and I've been watching everybody from Brad Mondo to dark hair with highlights. I have to go blonde first, of course. And then I will follow that up by going silver. First thing for me, definitely, is if you see the other side of my hair, totally different, right? So this is like when I brush, my hair is really curly, and then at the root, it's really wavy in the middle of the hair. So as you can see, combing it out, it's like werewolf up here. Like it's fully combed out, but it's poofy. And in order for the color to take, I'm definitely going to need it to be straighter. So I washed my hair like a day or two ago, and you want to have clean hair. You don't want it to have any oils or product in it. You want it to have its natural, it's natural oils, but you don't want it to be over dirty. So what I usually do is I'll wash it the day before, 2 days before. I'll blow dry it because color taking to this is going to be more spotty and less even than color taking to this. Totally night and day, right? So first step is to straight iron. Get my little chi here, straight iron the hair. And then next is going to be to apply the color. So stay tuned. So now I have it straightened and I just feel like a totally different person than before. So that's totally, I can't believe how brown it is though. Like that's serious brown. Like it's seriously. But that means that as I add the blonde, it's probably going to be a lot lighter in these little sections. I'd probably say from like here on down, it's gonna probably be lighter. Now we're gonna see how it goes, and I'm gonna walk you through the process. I am back. I am tired. It is like 1:16 in the morning, which I'm usually used to staying up late, but like my feet are tired, my back is tired, like it's been a long day. So I have a couple more sections to do, which is I did the left side. I'm gonna leave it. There were some pieces in the back that I didn't touch, and I'm just curious like how that's gonna go. I know that there were like some pieces that people did leave out. Maybe I will grab it. I don't know. I'm debating. Right now, I like looking at this part. I see it lightening, but I don't see like a complete, like, I don't know. I just put it on. So maybe I'm just too antsy about it. And you can see right here in this area, let me turn the light down because I turned it back on. But this area right here is so light. This is from my bleach from 2020. So you can still see that it still is considerably lighter than the rest of the hair, even though my hair has grown out like considerably. I still have probably about, I'm gonna say, maybe about 3 good inches. It could be, yeah. Could be 3 or 4 good inches, yeah, of bleach from the last time, from 3 years ago. So that's crazy. How long bleach stays in your hair. I really don't like the whole, you gotta keep it conditioned and oh la 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 la. So, but I'm stuck with it because I already started. So there is no other options at this point but to keep going. So let's get at it. So I'm gonna just take this piece here, which is a part of the front of the hair, and I'm going to bleach that because according to the videos that I did watch, it's best to just work left to right. So if you do a spot, you do a part or a section on your left side, do it on your right side. Don't leave it, you know, hanging on the left side and then not do the right side right away. So this way it can be evenly distributed and your color is evenly distributed too, because you're doing both sides at the same time. So I think that's a smart idea. And that's definitely what I'm going to follow. So I'm on the right side now. Although I did kind of finish up, well, I guess I didn't do it because I did finish up the left side first. Okay, well, oops, oopsie doopsie. So I'm going to take this part and I did this section here, which is right here. I didn't want it again to be too thick, just in case it just does maybe take a little longer to lighten. It will not be a big block. And I know that because I'm like thinking, now I'm thinking like, okay, if I jack this up, right, I could ponytail it, you know? And if it has enough highlights in it, the ponytail will look nice. So I can do that. That's where I'm headed with this right now, because I am not exactly sure right now if I am even going to be able to put in the gray. Depending on how this bleaches out, it just has to, it has to get lighter. And I've been blonde before, so I was blonde in my son was born in 2008, no, 2009 he was born. And I was probably blonde 2011, 12, 13, 2013 probably. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, probably 13. 13 I was. So it's been a good 10 years, yeah, since I've actually been full blonde. And my hair will take to blonde. It used to. However, you know, that was 10 years ago, so definitely 10 years older, but it used to take to blonde pretty well. And I'm thinking, if it doesn't, what I will do is probably get like a cheap Color Silk box kit. I know it's so not professional, I know, but I think I would do it. I'll get that and dye over the pieces that I did. So what I'm doing now, just to explain, I'm making sure that the hair is entirely saturated, that it's pulled taut, and I am making sure that especially the ends, because that's where really nice highlights are, will be very saturated with the color. I'm also making sure that I didn't do the roots, so I'm really trying to have like a really natural like look, like, oh, she has highlights, not, oh, she dyed her whole hair blonde and bleached it. Just kind of where I'm at right now with myself. So according to them, the foil goes on the matte side. You fold it up And then vertically, you're not going to try to really pinch it too hard. You're just going to lightly fold it over to your left in the middle and to your right in the middle. And that's it. And keep it there. Okay, so I still have this section of hair. And I'm just kind of like working with how it would be, because I am the type to put my hair up too. I'm not just a down, wear my hair down girl. So right now I'm just trying to match the other side and put in a highlight for when I would have my hair up. So figuring, you know, hey, it's up here, you know, like pulled in a ponytail or pulled back, right? Pulled, this is this piece here. So pulled back or pulled in a ponytail. How would I want that piece to look? So I'm gonna just divide it in half. I'm gonna just take my finger on this one and I'm just gonna go all in. Make sure it's saturated all the way to the ends. It's so difficult when you wear glasses and you're like trying to see. Like going all the way up to the mirror, like like getting the right piece. So I'm gonna thoroughly saturate this piece, because this would be the piece that would go back where you would see it as a highlight. And then I actually have a silver. It's so pretty. It's like one on each side, like, okay. And then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to use my fingers again because it's such a thin piece, and I'm just going to saturate it, but I'm not going to oversaturate it at the top because I do want it to just blend in. Okay, so trying to check my time here. I'm probably going to speed some of this up. And I think I'm going to foil this, even though it's a small piece, I'm still going to foil it. So I pre-cut mine. I just took like regular rose wrap, and there's like a whole trick where you use the rat tail comb and you fold the top over here like that, like so. I just folded it over, and you want to have the matte side up. The hair's on the matte side. Just gonna add some more color. I mean, the only thing that I'm kind of worried about is, did I actually, like, am I going a little too dry with it? Like, is it not saturated? Like, the hair feels wet, but could I actually be more, you know, saturated? So that's like my only concern. All right, I'm gonna finish these pieces up, and then I will come back and we will see how it turns out. Okay, so right now, I am not feeling too great about this. The foils were irritating me, so I took them out. And then I realized that it was looking patchy here. So I had to add more bleach to it. But by adding more bleach, of course, I got, I think, I mean, it's kind of like hot root. It's more on the yellowy, sunny kind of side. So I'm going to go and show you guys the back, which, if you see right there, you can see what I like this part, because this is kind of like what I was looking for as far as like when you have it up. And then, but I feel like on this side, it's definitely got more color and processed more, probably because I did it first, versus this side, which is still looking like not so much. So I'm trying to leave it on a little bit longer, just so that it can process a little bit more. and yeah, just so it can process a little bit more, because it definitely is, especially like when it's parted down the middle, you can definitely see the difference. See, you can definitely see that the right side is not as colored and as defined as the left side. And the right side, to be honest, does look kind of blotchy. Yeah, because like right here, I'm still not seeing. I see it at the top, but not at the bottom here. See that? But I'm gonna show. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wash it out, and I am going to do this color, Dusty Silver. So it says on the back, I'm gonna do this tomorrow because it is like almost 2 o'clock, if not 2 o'clock already. That is not that color. My hair is not running this color, but it's kind of like in between there, so it probably will come out that. I'm just gonna dye the entire hair this color, instead of me trying to go back, get the highlights that I have. I'm gonna let it kind of create its own highlights. That's what I'm gonna do. Let it create its own highlights based on what I've done. So we're just gonna go to bed tonight, and well, I'm gonna wash this out first and then try to do it tomorrow and see how it goes. Finished results, dears. Okay, so I did not go silver as I had planned to, because this came out like way better than I thought it was going to do. So I'm actually going to keep this color for a while, and I have no idea how I'm going to lighten it or fix it to touch it up, but we will figure that out when we have to. So the cool thing about this color was that I did everything with the foils, and I wanted to leave some room at the root, so this way when it grew in, it wouldn't look so harsh and so dark. And I really achieved that. I did get some hot root right at the tops where I did my initial highlights, right? My money piece that I was telling you about. So this is the initial, I'm going to show you. This is when I parted it down the middle. And, okay, so this is the pieces parted down the middle. And I could have went lighter so that I could have done the silver, but then because it was bleach, I did not want to go the route where I was going to damage my hair again and end up having hay hair, and just that whole process, it just did not seem appeasing at all. So I didn't end up going with that. But I'm going to show you the back, and you can see that it actually filled in. Like, it doesn't look bad at all. I could use like a little bit of a toner for this part just so it's not so prominent right here. But then also, if you look, I can also comb it over, which is not so bad on this side, but on the other side it would be completely pretty much hidden. So with a part on my right side, you got that little piece which barely makes a dent. See that? I'm gonna see if I can turn this light off, and then yeah. And then also right here, I kind of like missed the mark a little bit, so it's really dark right there. But again, I wasn't gonna go in with the bleach again and possibly break off the hair. I just really didn't want to do that. And I didn't really put anything as far as, right now I didn't curl it. So it's just my little flat iron. And I can like style it a little bit. This is how it is when it's up. It's not gonna be too bad to have a ponytail up. Actually shows some highlights. And overall, I'm just really pleased with it. I really am. So I got my son on board, and my husband was pretty satisfied with it. And I showed a picture to my aunt and a friend, and they all said that it looked great and not to go silver. So this is what we are. We've got our little basically highlighted part And we do have some darkness right there underneath. But again, when you wear it down, you really can't see it. So it's kind of like hidden the way I kind of did that. And overall, I'm pretty happy with it. So, suggestion would be probably to get a toner. Maybe do that. I would probably tone down some of the brassiness of it. But overall, I'm just really liking it, and I'm gonna rock it for a little bit. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This video did run a little over long, so you might just have to go to this part, that part, because I was nervous and I was trying to give as much detail as I could, and that kind of turned into a long video. So sorry about that. But I hope that you guys try it and definitely look into some other videos that kind of work out a little bit of the kinks that I had, and I think you'll have some good results. All right, bye dears.